Welcome to Source Not Found, a show about the worst versions of your favorite things. Every other week, we explore an IP, franchise, or fandom by way of its sequels, spin-offs, and side projects. Basically anything but the source material. I'm Brandon June, and stake through the heart, and you get slayed. Vampires, you give blood a bad name.
Ah, damn it. I really wish I would have done Wanted Dead or Alive for this intro. And I'm Bo Woodall.
Wanted Undead or Alive.
Undead or Alive. It's right there. And I'm Bo Woodall, and I am a surfboard filled with weapons. This
is so fucking awesome.
That, honestly, I really did enjoy that. Hi, everybody. This week we're covering the June 27th, 2003 John Bon Jovi starring John Carpenter's Vampires, Los Muertos. And man alive, what a film.
What a film.
It's a movie. I mean, it is that. It is a movie.
It was a movie. John Carpenter's name is on it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he regrets that a little bit.
I mean, honestly, he was what, like an executive producer or something like that?
Yeah,
like he
I
didn't
think
direct
so.
this one. The first one was his movie, and I haven't seen it in like 20 years, but I don't remember thinking it was very good.
See, I remember liking it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just
while I was watching this, yeah.
No, I was just gonna say I remember like James Woods actually being a like kind of fun character, and that's all I recall.
He's fictionally he's fun.
Yeah. In real life he's
just a venomous sack of like MAGA shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, on that metric, actually, give me some John Bon Jovi or James Woods any day.
Yeah.
Better politics.
Better hair.
better hair.
Dude, John Bon Jovi's hair in this was exceptional.
If you were arguing for like peak Bon Jovi, like just the luscious flowing locks, during the hair metal days, yes, definitely. This is just like, it's so dead. It's like straightened to shit. He looks like a scene kid, like an emo scene kid from like the early aughts.
I thought
he looks like the lead singer of my high school band. Like they had the same hair.
I thought he looked like he had White Goodman's hair from Dodgeball. Like the problem is that was intended to be a joke in the movie Dodgeball, and this movie came out around the same time, and he was supposed to be cool.
No, he's supposed to be so cool. Don't you love the way he's just like hanging out in his kitchen shirtless, just like taking a handful of Odies from the open cereal box on the top of his fridge and just swigging milk out of the container from the, like he's an anti-hero. Did you get that?
Yeah, I did.
He makes cereal in his mouth like Frank Reynolds making a hoagie. He just likes to make it in his mouth.
Okay.
He is ridiculous. Okay. Did we say what we're doing at all? This is the sequel to John Carpenter's Vampires. You don't really need to know too much. John Bon Jovi is a vampire hunter.
I do want to I want to read this this anonymous written plot summary from IMDb.
Let's do it.
It's very fun. In Mexico, another vampire slayer, Derek Bliss, John Bon Jovi, is hired by a shady priest and aided by a group of fellow slayers in finding a large nest of, quote, suckers, end quote, and their powerful leader, a vampire princess. She is seeking a legendary black crucifix, the same crucifix used unsuccessfully in the first movie to perform a ritual which will enable vampires to walk in sunlight and be invulnerable.
Oh my God, the big bad is trying to walk in sunlight? What a unique take on a vampire conundrum.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one before.
No.
The fact that they call them suckers is so fucking dumb. It's like when you get like a zombie movie and they're just like, we're out of things to, like, what do we call them at this point? You don't want to just use zombies. You're trying to come up with something unique for your franchise. Like, call them walkers or freakers. Whatever.
Right.
Suckers is not great.
Suckers is bad. Suckers is bad.
I think this movie's this movie might be bad.
They could have called them so many other things. So many other things other than Suckers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so before we get into the, I want to run down this ragtag group of heroes. Just real
Oh, let's do it.
Correct me if I'm wrong on this one. All right. So we've got Derek Bliss, a vampire hunter who is maybe kind of well known in like
maybe
hunter circles or something, or slayers. They're called slayers.
I mean, he was definitely very well known during his peak. With younger generations, maybe not as well known, although they probably know It's My Life.
Yeah.
And he had a bit of a resurgence with that one. Like, he was on my radar as a kid because It's My Life.
I don't.
I will say, when he first introduced himself, I thought he said his name was Dirk, and I spent like at least half hour of the movie thinking his name was Dirk, which was giving me some nice Sahara memories.
Dirk Bliss.
I was gonna have a whole bit we were gonna do today, like Dirk Bliss or Dirk Pitt, and then at some point they said Derek, and I'm like, fuck, he should have been Dirk.
Damn it! Oh,
he's definitely more of a Dirk than a Derek.
Okay,
although he is also equally Derek.
Yeah, he's very equally a Derek. So we've got Derek. We've got, is it Zoe?
Yeah, Zoe.
She's
the worst performance in the movie for sure.
So bad.
She's terrible. She's like I've been to like it's like high school drama club.
Yeah.
Level of performance.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And she's like a half-turned sucker, right? Like, she's on medication.
Yeah, I thought she was she's on experimental pills.
Yeah. That
they cooked up for her
in Mexico
to keep
City
her from turning into a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which at some point they just go into a random clinic like, oh, we can't, like, when she loses her pills, like when they get left behind and she realizes she's without them, and they just like bust into a random clinic like, there's only like painkillers and stuff here. Like, did you expect to find experimental anti-vampire medication
in this small town Mexico? It's got like a bottle of aspirin and 3 bandages, and that's what they're working with.
That's actually how you prevent yourself from turning into a vampire. People always overthink it. It's very simple. Aspirin and Band-Aids.
It's aspirin.
A daily regimen. Just a daily regimen of that. Yeah.
So we got Zoe. Then we've got Sancho.
Yeah.
Who is a 16-year-old child with no experience.
No.
Then we've got...
he just thinks Derek is fucking cool.
He does think Derek is just the baddest ass that has ever badassed. Then we have the unbelievably sexy fake priest. Can you please...
Spoilers?
What is it? Christian De La Fuentes? Is that what is that right?
Yeah, Christian De La Fuente.
Yeah.
Father Rodrigo.
He's
a hunk.
He is a hunk. He is a hunky man in this movie. And then you have oh god. The son from Family Matters plays a guy that comes in town from Memphis with his
Darius McCrary.
Yeah.
As Ray Collins.
And he brings his shotgun called Miss Piggy for reasons.
He's the best character in the movie. He should have been the protagonist.
He should have been, yeah.
Right? Yeah. He's kind of fun.
He was.
There's not much fun in this movie, but relative to everything else,
he was the only time where I was like, okay, this guy's got it. This guy knows what he's doing. This guy knows what movie he's in right now. The rest of them, I don't think, do.
I mean, kind of. Like, he shows up as like another professional slayer, but like the first time they meet him, he's just gotten off the bus, and they have a very brutal brawl with a vampire, like in the middle of a public park, like right in front of the bus stop. Like there's like 30 people watching them just hack the head off this thing, who they would think is a human, and just like throw it in a dumpster, and they just walk off like, you don't think someone's going to call the cops on this situation?
I don't know what the law enforcement situation is in small town Mexico where there's a bus coming from Memphis, I guess.
I don't know. They're just kind of brazen.
So that's our
They're kind of brazen.
That's our plucky group, right?
That's them. Yep.
And they're up against I think they call her a master vampire, right? Or something like that.
Yeah.
And she's also not great in this movie. The performances are bad. Like, just across the board, the performances are not good.
Yeah, but are they good enough to stop her from walking off with the, what is it, like the Bezier's cross or something like? What is that called? Do you remember? She's trying to get across so
the
she
black
can walk
crucifix,
to perform the ritual. Thankfully, we're told that they keep it at the church because it's safe. I love it, like when they reveal, like, it's fine, we keep it here. Like the father knows that the cross is safe in our possession, and like it's in a little alcove, like a little cubby in the wall behind a door with no locks.
Yeah, it's very safe though.
Yeah, and evidenced by the fact that she gets it immediately and just eviscerates
as soon as a character
church.
says something like this is safe in a movie, my instant response is it's not in that wall anymore. It's gone. Somebody took that.
I just like, man, not even like a padlock. Just nothing.
So I have a question for you. My two of my notes, my first two things that I wrote down was Bon Jovi looks great. Art direction does not. Did you see the horribly rendered, like, CG blood splatters that they used every now and again? There's only like 2 or 3 of them in the entire movie. The rest of this seemed like it was practical effects.
Yeah.
I guess they ran out of money for CG, but it looked like fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like,
yeah. Most of it is like, I want to say that actually the movie has a nice texture to it. Like, just coming off of Van Helsing last episode, I found this very refreshing. Like, goddamn, this looks like a fucking film. Yeah. Like, there's some texture here.
It does look like it was made in the late 80s or 90s, though.
Yeah, no, it has like made for TV movie, like 90s.
Yeah.
Like feel and look, and also effects, because there's that, and then there's like, oh yeah, it's what, 2002 or whatever. We're still like trying to do bullet time. Like, we still have not gotten over the Matrix bullet times.
Every time that the master vampire lady, like, they tried to do anything to make her look, it was like fucking Quantum Leap level effects. Like, you could have told me,
Sci-Fi Channel original series. Yeah.
You could have told me that this movie was made in 85, and I would have been like, yep, nope, I could see that. Absolutely.
You didn't think it was badass when Bon Jovi, when Derek, you didn't think it was bad. You didn't think it was badass when Derek went to the diner? Yeah?
Just calling the hero Derek. It's just, I don't know. Most Dereks I know, like, I don't know, just like wear polos and are accountants or something. Derek is not what you would call a badass name. No offense to any Dereks out there that are badass.
I think he's less of a Derek and more of a Kyle, honestly.
Oh, I don't know. He has some Chad energy every now and again.
I mean, he's really a Dirk. Let's be real.
He is a Dirk, top to bottom. Yeah.
When he goes to the diner, and you get the scene of him like washing his hands, and he gets a paper towel and crumples it up, and he like tosses it into the trash can, and it like freezes in midair. And it's like, this is where they want to do full on like Matrix style bullet time, but they don't have the budget for that.
Nope.
So they just like slow mo it, and like intersperse like scenes of like flashing from his the intensity of this throw of the paper towel trash into the trash can.
It's a very
out
intense
to, like,
throw.
The diner outside, and like the master vampire is just like moving normally, and then the film is very sped up.
Yeah.
To account for that and just make it look like she's moving super fast, but it just looks like sped up film. It looks like real dog shit. And like, this is incredible. Like, this is actually the kind of energy I'm looking for. This is so dumb.
and then the master vampire goes over to Zoe and goes, okay, where Zoe had a cut or on her neck that the vampire licks. I'm sorry. It was fucking Spirit Halloween, man. Like, that was...
Yeah.
Nobody was trying on that one.
Nope. But here's the thing. Right after that, I think is the best scene in the movie. Because finally, we're all on our, like, the edges of our seats collectively. But finally, that paper towel does make it into the trash can.
Yes, it does.
The massacre stops, and we resume normal movement speed, and the arc is completed, and he leaves the restroom. And after that riveting scene, he walks out, and visually, this scene I think is pretty awesome. It's like such an amateur looking movie that it doesn't quite nail it, but like it's like the cream colored walls of this diner and like the waitress outfits that kind of remind you of like the kind of 50s aesthetic.
Yeah.
And you have that, and he's just like walking out to this just bloodbath of like every person in the diner is fucking ripped apart.
Yeah,
and
they're
there's blood
toast.
everywhere. And it's like
Absolutely
cheap blood
toast.
effects, but visually, like the color palette there, just there's something about there's something about like the cream walls and like the baby blue waitress outfits, you know, and that with just crimson splattered everywhere, and it makes me think of like Harvester or like other things that play with like that 50s into the 60s aesthetic.
Yeah.
And like rural America or like conservative, like kind of suburbs and that thing. And you mix that with horror. And I think there's a really just immediate, interesting visual juxtaposition there.
Yeah, I agree.
It's cool. It looks good. And there's moments like throughout this movie, there are moments of, hey, that's the movie. Like head towards that. That's something.
Please keep doing this. Keep doing this.
That, or just like when they get just really fucking dumb. Like the movie plays it so straight.
Mm-hmm.
Like they want you to think
this is a serious film.
Slayer.
Yeah.
It's a serious film.
This is a serious film for serious people.
But every once in a while, they do something so just kind of unhinged and like gratuitous or okay, just to like spoiler, they head vampire. They kill her. They get her.
Yep.
But when they do, they like pull her, they like hook her with a winch for one of several times.
Dude, man, that winch was just. It was
keep trying to like their plan is It
was an unsung like fifth member of the party or sixth member of the party. It really was.
She's like hiding down below ground, and they keep trying to pull her out, and they keep fucking it up because the winch keeps jamming. But they kind of like harpoon her, and then they're pulling her out, and she's just like, it's the dumbest scene because she's just like hanging on with her fingertips to like this corner, and they're just all heaving. It's just, and it's like that dragged out multiple times. But they finally like yank her out, and she goes flying through the air, and like, as she's like erupting, like just exploding into flames, he shoots her head off with a shotgun.
Uh-huh.
He blows her head off with a shotgun, and her like already exploding corpse, like the head flies off of that. While that's happening, the car is also like crashing down. So like you're just cutting between like all of this chaos and then like a car crash in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so good.
I
loved it.
We also didn't mention the fact that Derek Bliss's weapon of choice is a steak pistol.
It looks like a rejected prop from like the original Star Trek series.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this looks too fucking dumb even for this show. Like, no one's gonna buy this.
Oh, and he also carries around a katana. Like,
well, when you have a whole surfboard full of guns, you can have quite an arsenal at your disposal.
That surfboard, man, that made me so that moment made me so happy.
Do you think he actually surfs?
Oh, hell no. No.
Because he says at one point, like, he'd rather be surfing. I just want to go surfing. But I don't know if he means that as a euphemism for slang. Like, he just doesn't know how to, like, he's just a workaholic. Like, does he, like, when he says he wants to go surfing because he keeps all of his Slayer tools in the surfboard, does he mean slaying?
Do you think that surfboard still functions as a surfboard?
Seems kind of heavy.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Unless he's going fishing out there. You know?
Fishing,
he's got the harpoon.
Fishing for suckers.
that steak pistol. I wish we could. I wish this were a visual show and we could show y'all the steak pistol.
God. Oh,
it looks like a sex toy / or like 70s bad sci-fi movie prop.
It really
like,
looks like they just let them go nuts inside a prop room from movies of like the 70s, and they're just like, okay, so I'll take this rejected Star Wars pistol. I'm going to take this steak and I'm going to put a black box on the pistol too, and we're just going to glue it all together and it should be fine.
It looks like it came out of a dollar store play set, you know, and it's got like one like very conspicuous like fake toy like projectile that like plugs into the end of the gun, and they make it on purpose look like it's not like a realistic gun so that no one gets confused about it, right? Like they want it to be clear from like a decent distance that the person is holding a toy and not an actual firearm.
Right.
It's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that like so many scenes start with like you just looking at a corner and then that fucking gun pops around the corner. So like,
every
comes
time
into the frame because he's holding it out in front of him. So you just see this little fucking pointy ass steak coming out of the barrel. It's okay. This movie is bad.
Yes, it is.
I'm not saying it's not. I had more fun with this movie than Van Helsing, for sure. Like, I would rather watch this than Van Helsing.
Oh.
I think, yeah. I get if you're not there with me.
I don't think I
am.
am.
Bold take. Yeah, that's fair. I definitely had more fun.
I had fun. I did have fun watching this.
Yeah, I think it's just like, I don't know. It's like bad in a more tactile way. I was just talking about the texture. It just feels like a real fucking movie. Like some of the shit we watched recently, like some of the bad movies just feel so soulless. As bad as this movie is, it has some heart to it, I think. Like it feels like an amateur production from someone, like a crew that really wanted to make a very generic vampire film. But there's like moments, they're like little flourishes of something in that. And like overall, it's just it's so generic and kind of dead and dull that like it's not an enjoyable watch. But yeah, I just feel like there's something undergirding it all.
Yeah,
that's more compelling than some of the stuff we've watched recently.
I can definitely agree that this movie, the people who made this movie wanted to make this movie. Like,
yeah, why I don't know.
No, me neither. Me neither. I just wish I wish we could see what they would have done with this movie if they had a budget. Like, I really, really would have liked to see that. Because I think you could see, I think I could see a world where this movie would be good.
Do you think with more budget that you would have more practical effects or more CG nonsense? Because it could go either way.
I would hope practical. Because the practical effects in this movie were fun.
But let's be real, you would have just more CG blood splatter.
God,
like you would have more of that. Because they're trying to do like, okay, there's one vampire kill. She like rips his entire chest off.
Uh-huh.
And then she grabs his head and pulls his tongue out like he's a fucking Looney Tune. And like chomps down on it.
like it's gummy. Like it's a gummy candy.
Yeah. And you could see that being done practically, but more likely it would be like a Stephen Chow situation. Like for like in moments like that, like if they had a budget, like this would be Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah. And I would love that.
honestly. Yeah.
I would love that.
Like, they could have, like, the movie I want to see, keep the ending. I love it. Just, yeah, blow her head off, get it flying across the screen as she's already just, like, exploding in flames, and just throw a car crash in the middle of it. 10 out of 10. Full in Dirk. Lean into the fact that he is a goofball.
Yeah.
Surround him with better slayers who, honestly, are also not good. Memphis there, Jesus Christ, I'm not trying to get off topic, but, like, he's built up as, like, a professional slayer. Then the first time they have to, like,
camp,
stay the night somewhere, he's like,
he gets fucking turned.
Like, yeah, he's like, I can't sleep in the van or whatever. It's too small. Like, I get claustrophobic. He sleeps outside. Bad move. You're in vampire country. Like, what are you thinking? They don't need to be invited into your fucking campsite.
Right.
And then he wakes up and there's a weeping woman sitting beside his sleeping bag. And then he just, like, she comes over to him, and instead of, like, thinking like any normal person would, not even a vampire slayer, but just like, hey, there's a woman here that just I woke up next to, and she's, like, being very forward. Like, this is not a normal situation. He's just, like, full on, like, yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And she pulls down his pants, and how do we phrase it?
Would you like to
what do we call this job?
Well, you call it what it is. She's a sucker.
Yeah, it's a suck job.
Just the fact that he is dying, and his, like, last words are, "You've never lived until you've gotten head from a vampire."
But I like, when you watch the scene, like, I don't walk away from that scene thinking he had a good time, because, like, he's, like, leaning back, like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this. Like, it's cutting between, like, her, like, pulling his pants down, and you just getting a shot of, like, his facial expressions, and then it's obscured, but, like, her head rises up and the fangs are, like, fully out, and she just like open maw, like, chomps downward. Like, that doesn't look
nope,
pleasant.
Nope.
That looks like it was a bite. And even if it wasn't a bite, there's a lot of sharp teeth in there with whatever is, like, actually occurring. Yeah, but I guess some people are like, hey, if that's your thing, like, if that you're into that, like, no judgment from me.
No,
like,
no, I'm not gonna yuck your yum. But he's a bad slayer. He is not good at his job.
Bad at the job. Like, how did you get duped by a vampire immediately? Like, your first night. Yeah. I don't even know how you made it from Memphis down here. I'm surprised no one on the bus, because he was on the bus with a vampire. You know? Like, that's the one they kill in the park. Like, how did you not get tricked on the ride down? Like, apparently all it takes is, like, someone sending out the signals that, like,
yeah, they're down.
And just all caution thrown to the wind. Jesus. I was, like, heading towards a point. I don't even know anymore. Like, everyone is, like, everyone's dumb. Everyone's dumb. Everyone's bad at their job. The movie needs to recognize that and, like, have a little fun with that. The movie just doesn't have enough fun with that. Like, this fucking crew, this terrible crew of slayers that just somehow stumbles into the answer.
Well, also the answer. Okay.
Yeah.
So Master Vampire Lady trying to get the black crucifix so she can walk in the sun, right? That's her goal. But apparently the experimental medication that Zoe is taking to prevent her from going full sucker does that. Right?
Yeah.
And then the solution for this actually drove me insane a little bit. I thought I was watching the wrong movie. When this team of vampire hunters decides the best way to hunt this vampire is to make Dirk Bliss part vampire. Like,
yeah.
Could you imagine watching any movie that's like, well, we hunt and kill these things. It is the only thing we do. You know what? I'm going to become one now. By choice. No. That's bad plot. That's bad. That dude's story bad.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like when like a hunter uses like deer piss to like mask their scent. Like they use the nah, it's really not like that.
No,
actually,
it's not
like
at all.
If you were hunting, yeah. No, I was thinking like making yourself look or smell or like kind of become not like fully become the thing you're hunting, but like take on aspects of it. But I guess it's more like if you were hunting deer and it's like, okay, I need to like fly down to the island of Dr. Moreau and become like a deer man hybrid.
Yeah.
And then I can get back out there in the forest and then I can hunt these things down.
It'd be like if you were hunting deer and then you decided to live with a herd of deer and just be a deer. Okay. And with that, the assumption is at the end of the movie, Bon Jovi and Zoe are going to get medication, right? So they can prevent the full turn from happening. I have a question for you, my friend.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you think we were expected to believe that those two had chemistry?
Oh, yeah.
Because I did not.
You didn't notice that? It's from their first meeting when he goes in the diner and then he's using his little tool that like, you know, he can see the thermal energy or whatever, like the heat signature of people. And that's how he knows if someone's a vampire because they're not giving off any heat. And then he looks and he's like, oh, she's not giving off any heat. Damn, she was cute too. Like from that moment, you know. The movie told you through the dialogue of the character that there was chemistry. Did you not understand this, Bo?
I guess
he said.
It was
like
there.
He's telling you the chemical formula. It's there.
That's the chemistry. I guess it's the fact that the acting was so poor that I just couldn't believe that these two people had anything together.
Yeah, no, she is truly one of the worst performances I've seen in a movie in a very long time. Like, it's not feature film level. Like, it's local production.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say that because I've seen some great local productions in my life. It's very bad. How did you feel about Bon Jovi, though? Because I didn't think he was that bad.
I didn't think he was that bad either.
I think he's all right.
I would watch another movie with Bon Jovi in it.
I think if the movie around him were like modified to suit what he's bringing to the table, like I think the fact is like he's just a little too goofy in the role of like the cool anti-hero.
Right.
It's just a little ill-fitting, but like he plays it well.
I would have loved if he was, instead of like trying to be this, you know, anti-hero, instead make him a fucking beach bum who just so happens to be good at killing vampires. Like
he kind of is though.
Let him cook. He doesn't need to be John Constantine.
Yeah, I think just like honestly, most of what he's doing can be consistent. I feel like the movie just needs to realize like how dumb that is.
Yeah, agreed.
He's just rolling around in the Jeep with a surfboard in the back full of guns, and then like when he first meets Zoe, like he like finds her walking along the side of the road, and he pulls over, and they have like a little bit of bickering.
Chemistry.
She's like, fine, I'll come with you, but they have a little bit of chemistry. She's like, fine, I'll come with you, but you know, can we go somewhere with some shade and a Coke? And then he like goes around to the back of his Jeep, like, here's your Coke, and he actually pulls out a Coke.
Yeah,
which I thought was kind of funny. But he like throws it to her. She's like, oh, it's hot. It's like he's just got loose Cokes rolling around in the back of his Jeep.
The same thing. How many loose hot Cokes does this boy have in the back of his Jeep?
Again, he's just like rolling over like off-road terrain through just sun-soaked Mexico with just a bunch of fucking cans of Coke.
A bunch of loose Cokes in the back of his Jeep.
He tosses her one. Like, here, have this. Like, in my Jeep. Open that up. Open that up right here on my seat. And then, please, I'm going to ask that you clean up when it explodes in your hand. Please wipe that down for me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's fucking goof.
Oh.
Okay, there was some actual. I thought that was some funny dialogue. I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to be, but I chuckled. And I think there's one other interaction when like he comes around. I don't even know where they are, but like he comes around the back and like someone's here, someone's watching us, and then he looks and it's Sancho, right?
Yeah.
And who has been like following behind them, and he says, "What the hell are you doing here? I'm following you." And I just think that like explicitly it's just I was following you. I think that's kind of funny. I think he was good.
There was a
I
moment.
think he was good. I like the kid.
The kid. I mean, it's Diego Luna. Like he's brilliant.
Yeah.
There was a moment that made me laugh out loud in this movie.
Okay.
And it's when Sancho brings a fucking permission slip from his mom to go vampire hunting.
Oh, yeah.
Sancho is good student, makes good grades, is allowed to go. Love, mom.
That is very funny. That was sweet. And you imagine him running home to his mom like, "Mom, I just met the coolest guy."
The coolest guy. He had a surfboard full of guns.
Just the deadest, straightenest hair I've ever seen. Had a whole Jeep full of Coke.
Full of Cokes.
Not that Coke. Cokes. Like colas. And I gotta go. Mom, I gotta go.
I gotta go hang out with this guy. He seems so cool with his loose Cokes and his surfboard.
Okay, there's that. That was okay. There's one other. It's when it's at the bus stop. Yeah. When they first interact, like Derek is the first one to confront the vampire.
Yep.
And he's pretending that he's a vampire too. And he's like pretending like that he knows the hunger. Like, "Oh yeah, you've turned recently. Like, I know it. Like you look at them and all you can think about is just the taste of their blood or whatever, you know?" And like they're going back and forth and it seems like the vampire's kind of buying it. Like, "Oh yeah, you know, I can't withstand. I have to give in to the temptation."
Right.
After a while, all you can hear is a pulse. Like I thought it was some kind of good dialogue there. All I can hear is a pulse, and guess what, smartass? I can hear yours. And then he like jumps into the air, and I was like, that was fun.
That was a good time
because they're pacing around one another in the park, like just kind of two like predators just eyeing one another. There's a couple fun moments, yeah. I mean, if someone said, "Hey, I got a movie for you. We got John Bon Jovi with a surfboard full of guns.
Yep, and a katana.
Got vampire blowjobs with the son from Family Matters."
When you say it all together like that, this movie is batshit insane, man.
I think it's my favorite bad movie we've watched in a while.
Possibly the worst acting performance we've ever seen.
Yeah. I think like Uwe Boll would say, "No, you're not ready for the big time."
That's what I was going to ask. Who would win, Dirk Bliss or Blood Rain?
Oh, shit. Neither. My drunk Michael Madsen.
Yep. Falls right off that horse, baby.
Just knocks them both out. I don't know. Derek, I think.
It's the stake gun. It's the stake gun and the katana.
Yeah. Nah, and I mean, if the vampires escape to sea, he's ready to surf after them. There's no escape.
Why the katana?
Because it's fucking cool. He's a cool guy with cool stuff.
He looks like a mall ninja. Like, he looks like...
No, he doesn't. He looks like divorced dad trying to reach his mall ninja son.
Yes, that's it. There it is.
It's like, I don't know how to connect with this kid anymore. I only see him twice a month on the weekends.
I guess I gotta buy a sword.
Yeah, he like, "Look, don't you want to stay at my house a little more often? Look, I got a sword on the wall now."
Yeah.
Like,
don't touch the surfboard. Please. Don't touch the surfboard.
I don't know.
I can't believe I actually had fun with this one.
This is some fun, right?
I think I'm having more fun talking about the fact that it was fun than I had watching the film.
Oh, for sure. Like, listeners, let's be clear. You won't have a very good time watching this movie. Like, all the things we're like, in reminiscing upon them, they sound more fun than they were.
Yeah. And they also sound so fucked up ridiculous. Just you saying John Bon Jovi with a surfboard full of weapons and the son from Family Matters getting a blowjob from a vampire.
Did I do that? That's not him, though. Also, that was the worst impression I've maybe ever done.
It was not good. It was not good at all.
Okay. Oh, the last thing I liked was Zoe when she's being chased by head vampire and she's like running like towards this alley, and she eats shit. She like tumbles so through the air into a clothesline and like perfectly wraps herself up in a sheet like a fucking just like vampire egg roll. Like here I am ready to go.
We're in Mexico, so it's like a taquito.
Yeah.
Like a little burrito. And then the vampire just comes over and picks her up.
It's like,
yeah, the end.
Yeah, just a little dumpling. Take it back to the brood, ready to go. Oh my god, this movie was stupid. Oh, dude. But here's the thing. There's a third one.
What?
No Bon Jovi. Yeah, there's the franchise kept going. They like increasingly are less. I don't even know what the franchise is. Like, there's nothing special about it. There's nothing that like makes it John Carpenter's Vampires in the first place, right?
Okay.
So like this movie has like basically no connection to the first film.
The only connection it has is the priest that died. Like they were supposed to get that guy back, and the crucifix. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically nothing.
Yeah, basically
nothing of substance, really. Also, those things could be anything. They're not very special or unique or interesting.
No, not at all.
So there's a third one. I think it's probably even more disconnected from what I've seen. I gave it a very cursory glance. But imagine if this had not been the direct-to-DVD thing that it was. Imagine if it had been a slightly different movie. I mean, it had gone to theater and been a sensation. Last time we talked about, we dreamed up a more interesting movie monster universe.
Yeah, sure.
Where we have like, I'm also like as I was editing the show and like looking back, like how did we not mention Kevin Bacon's Hollow Man? Like our Invisible Man.
Oh yeah,
like, that was an oversight. We fucked up.
Yeah, we did. We fucked up.
He
on
needed
that
to be
one.
in the crew.
Yeah.
Yep. Hindsight's 2020. What if we had a hair metal monster, another Monster Mash, basically, but like hair metal Slayerverse or something? Various monster hunters. We got Bon Jovi, which honestly, I think he shouldn't be a vampire hunter. Because I was like thinking about like monsters and cryptids and stuff. Like,
sure.
New Jersey, Bon Jovi, Jersey Devil.
Jersey Devil. Yeah.
Right there. Maybe that's a little too on the nose. I don't know. But like, are there any other hair metal singers or like personalities or just full on bands that you would like to see tracking down monstrosities, vampires or otherwise?
So I'm going to start with a band that I don't want to see do it because I think it's too easy.
Sure.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see Kiss. Like they already have like the costumes and the makeup and all the stuff. Like they are already basically making themselves into monsters all their own. So my first thought is just thinking of like fucking Poison or Motley Crue or something like that. But then I had a thought. What about a movie today, 2025, starring Tommy Lee as a vampire hunter of some sort?
Oh, shit. Is that it?
I could buy that.
We don't want to go back and think about these bands at their peak and get them fighting monsters. We want like a what was that movie with Clint Eastwood and like they went back into space, the astronauts, Space Cowboys.
Space Cowboys.
We want a Space Cowboy situation with like Bon Jovi reprising his role as Derek.
Yeah.
And assembling a bunch of, that's actually kind of compelling.
Yeah, I would be down with that.
Gets Tommy Lee, gets Axl Rose.
Yeah.
Maybe Slash comes along for the ride.
I could see Slash just whipping ass. Just Steven Tyler. The whole
man.
Like it'd be like the Expendables, but with musicians hunting monsters. Because a lot of them
want this. Yeah.
A lot of them have so much of a history with intoxicants that their brains are a little fried with how old they are now.
Yeah.
So man, it would be really fun to see exactly the type of performance they put on.
Oh man, this would be awesome. What should they be going against? Is it vampires? I want to say like we should have a situation where they need to use their musical skills to defeat the big bad, you know? Like, what if we find maybe there's like some malevolent force that's threatening the earth, and we discover that there's just something particular about the frequencies of hair metal, like something about the register of like the high tone vocals and like the guitar solos that like perfectly destroys this thing. What could that thing be? Maybe something vulnerable to sound. Do we have any monsters?
I mean, what about the Quiet Place monsters?
It could be that, or it could be just like a monster that's vulnerable to just like hot dudes.
Yeah.
Like real hot dudes.
See, I was just thinking like if you use like the sonic aspect of it, I mean, you could have like a Quiet Place 3, a louder place. Like I'd kind of be down for that. Or no, that's Bill and Ted. I was gonna say, what if they have to go like back in time and fight younger versions of themselves with music? But that's not good.
I feel like that's the sequel.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, we don't need time travel straight up.
Still.
Yeah. We don't need time travel right out the gate.
Yeah, we don't need to jump the shark immediately.
Right.
I wish they were doing this other than like, this is a dated reference. I was going to say like doing a bunch of VH1 reality shows. Is VH1 still a channel? Is that even still?
Yeah, it's still a channel
out there.
Yeah, it's still there.
Does it still collect our favorite washed up musicians?
Sometimes.
And get them smooching in hot tubs? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sometimes. What was it? Rock of Love? Was that the one with...
yeah, which one was that?
Oh, God, who was that? I don't remember.
I all I remember is like one with Axl Rose, and he spent like a long period of time that episode trying to convince everyone that the cold sore on his mouth was not herpes.
Awesome. That's quality entertainment.
I can't believe I didn't watch more just based on that accidental 5 minutes of viewing just happening upon it.
I'm surprised you didn't watch more either.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one cast him in a horror film. He's just there waiting.
I was going to say, wasn't one of the Destiny's Children in Freddy vs. Jason or no?
Oh, right. Yeah. That sounds
right.
Yeah, I remember that. Right. Yeah. I feel like we talked about that. I haven't retained much of that film.
Yeah, fair. I mean, for good reason.
Yeah, listeners, just know, like, when we talk about something, like, I probably will have forgotten most of it within a couple weeks. Like, whatever we watched. Like, because most of the things we watch, my brain can't hold on to them.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like, because there's just not enough substance there. There's nothing to cling to. It just, like, the neurons just don't know what to do with it. It's considered waste, and it's just thrown out of the brain, you know? Yeah. So I can't remember a lot of these movies, honestly. but that sounds right. But, okay, we're talking about musicians, and casting them in film roles. But like, at what point do we start to just respect the fact that they're actors? Like, we don't still call The Rock like a wrestler. I mean, yes, but we think of him as an actor now, right? Like, he's put in the work. He's had a long enough career where like he's just an actor. We don't have to like qualify it as, oh, he's a professional wrestler who sometimes shows up in films. Bon Jovi has actually shown up quite a bit. Did you realize this?
No, what? As an actor?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know what his first performance was? You're gonna love this.
I kind of want it to be a soap opera, like Days of Our Lives or something.
It's not.
Damn.
No, think bigger. Think bigger. Think recent conversation. Think last episode.
What? What was it?
If he had died in this film, I would have thought he died in real life. He was in Young Guns.
Uh-huh. No, I know.
He was in Young Guns. Young Guns 2.
I think
he's in the sequel.
Is he in Young Guns and Young Guns 2?
Just 2.
Okay.
As,
I was gonna say
prison scene bandit, uncredited.
Perfect.
How did you not credit Bon Jovi?
I was gonna say
put that on the front of the box.
His SAG card hadn't arrived yet.
Yeah, we've got Young Guns 2, Moonlight and Valentino, The Leading Man, Little City, Destination Anywhere, the film, as John, No Looking Back, Homegrown, Row Your Boat. I've not seen any of these films. I don't even know what most of them are. Here's one I do know. I saw this at the Dollar Theater as a kid. U571 as Lieutenant Pete Emmett. Yeah.
I saw that at a discount movie theater as well.
Yeah. It seems like a good Dollar Theater choice. Pay It Forward as Ricky McKinney. This was like his peak, I think. You had U571 and Pay It Forward in the year 2000. You had Vampires Los Muertos in 2002. Then Cry Wolf in 2005. National Lampoon's Pucked as Frank Hopper in 2006. New Year's Eve in 2011 as Daniel Jensen. And then as himself in Avicii, I'm Tim, Avicii, I'm Tim, 2024. I don't know that. It's a documentary. Okay, yeah. He's also been in television. I'm going to fuck this up. Malhasso, Sex and the City, Ally McBeal, Las Vegas, The West Wing, and 30 Rock.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
He's putting in work.
I mean, a lot of, like, you look at, like, a band with, like, a large quantity of music videos, and, like, they're kind of doing it.
Yeah.
Regularly. Performance, right? And again, I didn't think he was bad. In fact, I would say, honestly, given the material and, like, the nature of the film itself, I think he was good.
Yeah.
In the role.
I think he did a good job. Are there any other musicians you can think of off the top of your head that you've seen in a movie and been like, no, you don't belong here. No, you should be playing a guitar.
Ooh, I have to think on that. Do you have one ready to go?
No. That's why I was like, I know there's a lot of actors that become musicians after they act. They'll like start a band with somebody or whatever. But I can't think of any. I'm trying to think of like the movies that I own. And
I can only think of good ones.
Like
David Bowie showing up in Zoolander.
Yeah. Or the fact that Steve Martin is one of the best banjo players in the world. Like,
oh, yeah, I guess you think about like a Renaissance man like that, like someone who's just multi-talented.
Or,
yeah,
Donald Glover.
Alanis Morissette was God.
That's true.
She was fine, I guess. All she kind of did was tumble around.
Yeah.
For like 2 minutes.
Rob Thomas was in an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Oh, here's one. I don't know that she was bad. You haven't seen this. We talked about it before. But Joker 2, one of my least favorite theater experiences of all time.
Yikes.
Like Lady Gaga, right? You know, but I don't know. I think actually she's good in it.
It was just the movie was bad.
Yeah, it was hard to recognize what was good and what wasn't because it was so miserable.
Yep.
Alice Cooper showed up in Wayne's World.
Yes.
That's a funny scene. Yeah. That's a really great scene, actually. That I don't know. That and like David Bowie showing up for the model off or whatever.
Right.
The runway performance. Right. Showdown. Yeah.
I don't know. But
that's what I got.
Bon Jovi, I think you did a good job. With what you had, I think you did a good job.
We think so. Question is, how do the people feel?
Yeah, let's hear some stuff. Because I saw that this bad boy had a 4.6 on on IMDb.
Yeah, there was like only 80 something reviews, which that's just so refreshing. I love being able to read them all. You know, you get like a Van Helsing situation, like there's over 1,000 reviews. Like I just can't. Sometimes it's hard to know. Like I think I'm missing some gems here, but I just don't have the time.
Right.
To give all of your voices a proper hearing. But today I did. I read them all. We got a few. Let's see. I don't know. I almost like thought maybe don't read this one, but it is it's emblematic of a couple takes I found. So I think let's give some time for Fella Shibby.
Okay.
To tell us their thoughts. Speaking October 17th, 2021.
Recent.
You ain't lived till you got ahead from a hot vampire. I first saw bits and pieces of this movie in the early 2000s on cable TV and kind of disliked it. Revisited it recently. This is the sequel to John Carpenter's Vampires. This one is not at all action-packed or brutal like its predecessor. There is an LOL scene where the character of Bon Jov blows up the head of a vampire, and that too when the entire body was already in the process of being pulled out for death via sun. Fella Shibby, I love that scene too.
I was going to say,
right?
Yeah.
Of course, they followed up with, what was the need for it? I don't understand. You don't understand? The lead female vampire is hot, but we only get to see her tits via her thin dress. All in all, a lousy sequel. One of several reviews that kind of like culminate in the same way. Yeah. Okay. Better than I expected, especially since the star was JBJ from Oxford Zoo, July 20th, 2002. The original Vampires 1998 is one of my favorites. I was curious to see how a sequel would work, considering they used none of the original characters. I was quite surprised at how this played out. As a rule, sequels are never as good as the original, with a few exceptions. Though this one was not a great movie, the writer did well in keeping the main themes and vampire lore from the first one intact. John Bon Jovi was a drawback initially, but he proved to be a halfway decent Slayer. I doubt anyone could top James Woods' performance in the first one, though, unless you bring in Buffy. All in all, this was a decent watch, and I would watch it again. I was left with two questions, though. What happened to Jack Crow, and how did Derek Bliss come to be a Slayer? Guess we'll just have to leave that to the imagination. 7 out of 10.
Huh. I mean,
I wanted to highlight this one because this has got to be the first person ever on planet Earth to wonder about the backstory of Derek Bliss.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I get wondering where James Woods' character is. I don't get wanting to know how Derek Bliss became a vampire hunter.
I want to know the backstory of the surfboard. There's got to be a reason for it. It's a very specific thing to choose.
He watched, oh my God, Desperado a couple of times and was like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, we can't do guitar. We can't do Giant Cross because Trigun did that with Nicholas D. Wolfwood.
Yep.
Similarly, Gungrave, similar origin with like the creator, can't do a giant coffin. What do we got? How about surfboard?
Surfboard works.
Yeah. 4 out of 10 from Half X Breed 23. January 15th, 2022. Another kind of recent one.
Mm-hmm.
Should have had Darius be the lead. Maybe not a bad.
That's not a bad take.
There.
Not a bad take.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. John Bon can't act. I feel like I've never heard him called John Bond before.
It does seem... Huh. John Bond.
How did I never recognize that? Heard Bon Jovi plenty of times. John Bon Jovi. We've never just gotten the John Bond.
Just John Bond.
Kind of undercuts his persona a little bit.
I was gonna say it really removes some of the celebrity.
John Bond can't act. I'm gonna be honest again. Darius should have been the lead. His character Ray had way more style and charisma and could have helmed this POS to at least be a little darker and less campy. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
We have a no-star rating from Seraphic Vision. From a non-theatrical release, what more could you ask for? Brilliant! I thought Tommy Lee Wallace was in his prime with this one. This proves that he can direct a very good film. I liked Fright Night 2, but Halloween 3 I really did not care for. The direction was fine, but the story suffered greatly. Anyway, this movie starts off beautifully and has a tremendous amount of interesting camera effects, as well as some great angles that lend to better narrative. I just have to pause because like the very first effect you see in this movie is like the
blood?
Credits.
Yeah.
And, well, I was even thinking like the camera effect where like they do this kind of like, it looks like the kind of compressed video you see in like an FMV video game from like 1995. Like and it's like moving at a like slower frame rate. It's but yeah, I think it was beautiful. Also, the standard B-movie fair actresses generally do not carry off well in their respective films. Not so here. Not only not have B-movie actors, or at least those who act like it, we do have Natasha Gregson Wagner, a true beauty, and also have John Bon Jovi, who has a great role. Both are superb. The supporting cast is also terrific. The pacing is good. The tension is there. It could have been a bit more nail-biting, but oh well. And for you guys who love the lesbian thing, you have a nice tease in there. But I digress. A good film and a great bit of fun. Good amounts of gore and action. 2 fangs up.
Was the lesbian thing needed in that comment? In that review? That just seems like,
for you guys who love that thing.
Yeah, it just seems like a really weird thing to call out. Like, hey, where are all my other lesbian lovers out there, huh?
I was mostly thinking about the 2 fangs up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I guess that means like bottom fangs.
I was going to say, aren't they normally point down, right?
So you got like a big underbite vampire? Like with just like a protruding jaw? That would be something unique. We haven't really seen that. Bottom fang vampires? Like that could make the franchise stand apart. The face you're making right now. Everyone, the face he's making right now. He's trying it out. See how he likes it.
I don't. I don't like it. I don't like I do not like 2 fangs up.
I knew a guy in college who would put in a lip of, like, he would put in a lip of chewing tobacco, but he would put it in his top lip and call it an upper deck, and he looked like a fucking doofus. And it's kind of like that.
It'd be amazing if there's like in like the world of these vampires and stuff, there's just like 2 guys with fangs that go up, and they're just like fucking outcasts.
But that's like okay, if there was a vampire with some sort of like, I don't know, like the transformation like manifested in an abnormal way, and they ended up with bottom fangs, and then the bottom fang vampire bites you, do you get bottom fangs as well? You know?
Maybe.
Yeah.
That would suck for the guy with the bottom fangs if you get the top ones and he doesn't. He's like, son of a bitch.
Anyway, 2 fangs up.
Oh.
Here's one from Lee Jason George, April 7th, 2006. 5 out of 10. John Bon Jovi and a priest take to the streets of Mexico to tackle the undead. I've seen this movie, twice. I'm no John Bon Jovi fan, but he was definitely brilliant in this movie. Can't wait to see the sequel for this vampire movie. If they were to make a sequel, I reckon they should have to fresh people play the roles. I think we just have an unnecessary 2 there. I reckon they should have fresh people play the roles instead of John Bon Jovi because, yeah, he was good, But with someone younger like John Cena or Tom Cruise, this one could have been quite good. Plus, the bit with the priest was good. I don't really like John Bon Jovi. Yeah, we got it. But the bits with the priest were all right to me. One last thing. If someone else were to play the priest, I would recommend someone like The Rock or The Man.
Or who?
Sorry. Well, yeah, I just couldn't get through that one. Sorry. If someone were to play the priest, I would recommend someone like The Rock or the man who played The Exorcist. Because do they mean Max von Sydow? Maybe if he weren't dead, Max Schreck could have taken the role. Bottom line, this movie was quite good. There's just so much there. This is my personal favorite this week.
Okay, one, you said this was in 2006?
Yeah.
Had John Cena acted yet?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they're just like a talent scout. Like I saw him in the ring. Like he would be great.
He knows it. Yeah.
I love the John Bon Jovi was brilliant. I'm not a fan, but he was brilliant. But also, like, he should have been someone younger.
Yeah,
like Tom Cruise, who I looked it up is the exact same age.
Yeah, same age. Got to be.
They're actually only 4 months apart. They were both born in 1962. This 40-year-old is too old. Let's get a different 40-year-old.
Yeah,
with Scientology power. So he's like, it feels a little younger on the screen. John Cena is 25 at this point. So, yeah, that would have been young. That's the kind of energy you're looking for. But I don't know who they mean by the man who played the Exorcist. I guess, do they mean Max von Sydow?
I guess.
In the original film?
That's the only thing awesome. I can think of. That's a choice. That's a range of potential actors. I don't know. I was thinking someone like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, or maybe Max von Sydow. Max von Sydow, yeah.
Star of classic Bergman films. The mainstay of the art of cinema.
It'd be like, yeah, so I think maybe Tom Cruise or Bela Lugosi would be good.
It's like what this role needs is someone who like could credibly play chess against the Grim Reaper, or like someone who could just suplex someone like right out of the ring and
right
into
out of
the table of announcers.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Can you imagine what The Rock would do to that brood of vampires, that whole clan? They wouldn't be relying on the fucking winch. That's for damn sure.
No, they'd be relying on his giant arms.
Throwing her from like the underground tombs, like up into the sunlight.
Yeah.
Just launching her. That would be fucking awesome. Why haven't we done that?
You don't need...
Forget the fucking hair metal shit. Wrestlers.
We don't need a winch when you have a people's elbow.
I had one here. I really just wanted to highlight, this is a very good title of a review. Enough wooden acting to kill any vampire. I just thought that was great.
That's good.
We saw a lot of like Wanted, Undead, or Alive. Actually, there were quite a few reviews that used that. But Biodroid from February 21st, 2006. Well done.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Good job.
Acting you could stake a vampire with. All right, we're going to leave it with one final very disappointing movie from Is Fix, August 3rd, 2005, 3 out of 10. This one just leaves us with some questions to ponder.
Okay, I love that.
As we exit the episode. Yeah. This movie is one of the most awful movies ever made. How can John Bon Jovi play in a movie? He is a singer, not an actor. Oh, you are wrong there, buddy.
Yep.
What? Is he killing vampires with his guitar? And what about the dreadful plot? Oh my God, this movie really sucks. In the end, is the Queen of Vampires, played by the eternal vampire Arlie Jover, Blade, surrounded by an army of vampires, but when the Fantastic Slayers arrive, only 4 vampires are left. What happened to the other 10 to 15 vampires? Did they run out in the sun? And what about the grand finale? Oh, great. I did
Did you
Sorry.
Did you do that on purpose?
That's not on my end. It says grand finale. But it did give me pause, like, what? Yeah.
Oh.
Listeners, I swear, if you could see the text that says grand finale, it's not me. What about the grand finale? When Bon Jovi blows her head with a shotgun? That's really a knot. In Buffy the Vampire Slayer, in 100 episodes, not a single vampire is killed with a shotgun? This really is a lack of originality. That actually, that makes the case for it being quite original.
Yeah.
You didn't see that in 100 episodes of Buffy. You didn't see that in 100
The text.
The text said Bobby. The text said Bobby, I swear. Oh, my God.
Who the
We're
fuck
topped
is
out for
Bobby?
today, Jesus Christ. Bobby Hill. That's my purse. I don't know you. Yes. If you didn't see it in 100 episodes of Buffy, I think that means it's original. I like the shotgun bit. You didn't like that? That was awesome.
Yeah, Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy. Yeah. Anyway, that's that.
I would source vampires based on this movie.
Would you?
It was fun. It was bad. It was very, very bad, but it was a fun bad. So we don't often get to have a fun bad movie that much anymore. Most of the time, they're just bad.
This is true. I think if I had happened upon this film and I didn't know anything about it and I hadn't seen the original, and then I saw John Carpenter's name, but then after the fact, maybe, oh, wait, what? Oh, but it wasn't he didn't really helm this film, but he did the original. Well, maybe I should check that out because the master,
right?
John Carpenter, the original's got to be good. And I would be disappointed by that film. But yeah, I think it would, based on the strength of this, I would probably seek out, hoping that we would have some of this, maybe more fun energy in the original.
Yeah, me too.
But would you source vampires in general? What if this were your first vampire experience? Would you be seeking out more?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I said, it's a bad movie, but at least there were parts that you could have fun with. And sometimes you need that.
I think I'd be looking for okay, every vampire in the movie had top fangs, but I wonder if anyone's done bottom fangs.
Fangs, yeah. That's originality.
Yeah, I think it's got to
100 episodes of Buffy, and I never saw bottom fangs.
Man, Angel would have been so much hotter.
So hot if he had that massive underbite.
Spike with an underbite? Holy shit.
Those just badass underfangs.
Underfang and frosted tips. You can't beat it.
Nope. That's perfect. That's all you need.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I wanted to say check your toilets for suckers, but I don't like that. So I think I'm going to say check your toilets for bottom fangs.
This is it. The final moments, the final words we have to impart to our listeners. You might say that this part of the show is the grand finale.
It is the grand finale.
See you later, bubbies.